I always am usually on business meetings and getting things ready from the previous month and just kind of doing all the paperwork. So I'm on my phone right now trying to finish up some things at work, but I'm still here.
Yeah, no problem. So how did you guys do with your example for the S corporation? I had a hard time, and I really didn't find anything through the Wall Street Journal.
I found one thing, and it was more it was about how to create an S corp. And then, do you want me to read my example?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so the Wall Street Journal article I found is called "Forming an S Corporation," and it just talks about like what it is and why you would form it and things like that. So my example is Sam has a manufacturing business that he wants to form as a corporation. He would like some liability protection as well as not having to pay corporate taxes. Which type of corporation should he consider forming? And then I, just put four choices: C Corp, S Corp, LLC, or professional corp. Because I couldn't find, like you said, I couldn't find an actual article about an S Corp that exists. I just found the article about what it is and why people form them.
Yeah, I think that's a good example, though. Did anybody else?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, the one I got, I was having a hard time too, so I was actually going ahead and looking at, I guess, studying what S corp is and everything like that in the chapter 16 reading and going ahead and doing that. And one of the things that I found, I'm kind of going off script here without my notes, but I'm just gonna tell you what I found, and hopefully I can get it up here on the computer, my article. But one of the things that I was looking at is the double taxation that comes along with it, and that actually any type of corporation or anything that does this, what they do is they actually take those taxes from how is it? So they don't get taxed directly from their income, but rather the shareholders get taxed. So I went ahead and I looked at some of those double taxation fees, all that kind of stuff that goes on. And I found an article that they were talking about two brothers, and of course they have they've started this company from the ground up, and now it's a multi-million-dollar company. And what they've actually gone ahead and done is they've kind of filed as an S corporation or company, and that way they can save a little bit of money, and the only one that are getting taxed are the shareholders that they do own. And that article, it kind of went into some more other details, but I did find that little piece of information that was in there. I didn't straight up come out and say that it was an S corp, which where they filed, but it had kind of the same characteristics. And then of course they started filing for some other things. But that was about as close as I got in finding a Wall Street article that had to deal with it. So I like Holly's example a little bit better because it's more, I guess, directed towards that rather than that one that's just kind of has a little side note which deals with it. So
It was a hard one. It was hard to find this time, I thought. I'll put my article right here. You guys can look it up and just tell me what you think. But did you find anything?
Yeah. So mine's not from the Wall Street Journal, but it was just like an article that explains what an S corporation is, and then it gives an example. It says Jack's Inc. is formed as an S corporation in the state of Florida. Robert owns 51% of the corporation, and Brenda owns 49%. The company's net profits totaled $20 million in 2015. When filing their personal tax returns, Robert will report $10.2 million in income and Brenda will report $9.8 million. The corporation can choose not to distribute the company's proceeds in favor of putting the money back into the business. In this example of the S corporation's taxation, the shareholders will still be taxed on their portion of the profits, however. It kind of just gives an example and then kind of explains that part of the taxation, how the shareholders in their personal taxes will be taxed.
So I have a question. I don't know if you guys are. I was a little confused on this when I was going ahead and studying it. So do the shareholders? Does it just depend on how much of the shares that they do hold, or do they have to share like an equal amount? If that makes sense, like on what they're taxed or what they're taxed on, I guess. I was a little confused from that because I was reading and it said that they had to be equal, but then later when I was reading it said it doesn't, and so I was just confused if they do or not.
No, I don't think they wouldn't have to be equal. It's just, I think, yeah, the whole benefit of the S corporation is that it's just like you were saying, I think Ben before, is that it's just taxed once instead of twice, like a
Yeah.
regular corporation. And so, but yeah, they shareholders don't have to have the same percentage ownership.
Okay, and that's what I thought. I was just double checking.
I think it just said that it had to have less than 100 shareholders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which question you guys want to use?
Doesn't matter to me.
I say Holly because she's already got a question written out. So
Except mine is more just made up based on the article. It's not an actual example like yours is. That makes
I'm good with
sense?
either one.
I don't think it really matters that much.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll probably still get full credit for it.
I'm gonna copy this and put it on that doc, and then you guys just look at it and, I'm just gonna put it, I'll just put it right here and let you read through it. On our example.
Hmm.
Mm, 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 mm.
That is somebody's phone, right?
I think it's Ben's.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't my computer because it's kind of the fan's running really loud. I just want to make sure it's not freaking out. We're going to lose the feed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a good question.
I think that's okay. Um,
So I'd say we can just put that, yeah, under quiz question, or that. That's fine too.
Hmm.
I don't know if you want to go into any more depth or not, but sometimes just simple having them have to choose between the four. I don't know.
Yeah.
In an LLC, would they?
They wouldn't have
Have-
the. I don't think, or there would actually be some liability protection.
There is, that's why I added the not having to pay corporate taxes.
Do they not pay corporate tax, or do they
I
pay?
thought
corporate tax?
they had to pay there's a certain amount. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll be looking that up.
So if you're doing an LLC by yourself, the LLC itself does not pay taxes.
Oh,
Really?
So either one of those answers would be correct.
so let's take LLC out. What other kind could we put in there?
What do we have? S corp. Okay, we have C corporation. We have a partnership, and then a sole proprietorship. We could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, just take LLC off.
So for a C corporation, then it wouldn't be taxed with the, let's see. So in a C corporation, the profits are taxed separately rather than like in an S corporation where the profits are passed on to the shareholders. Is that why it's?
I guess for the sake of this question, it would provide some liability protection, but you do have to pay corporate taxes.
Yeah.
So it won't work because of the double taxation.
Yeah, you could just say, although it does provide liability coverage, it doesn't, or they are not exempt from paying corporate taxes or something.
I think that's right.
Although it does provide liability coverage.
Yeah,
From double taxation.
just for the sake of the question, put paying corporate taxes.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
Do we need to put any more detail up in the example to make it so that it is only an S corp?
Let's see.
So we can take out this professional corporation, right?
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, we can get rid of that.
I'm gonna get rid of the word some if that's okay, and just put he would like liability protection.
Yep. I think that looks good.
Yeah, reading through it, everything sounds good to me. Awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, well, who's turning in this week?
It might be my turn. I don't know. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll go ahead. And once we finish here, I'll post the HOA recording right here. So
Okay.
you have that. And I think we'll be good then. You can just copy and paste it.
Okay. That was fast.
Yeah, I think we're getting really efficient. We're like a well-oiled machine right now. Just busting things out.
You share examples real quick, pick one, and get the questions going.
Hey, down to business. Time is money.
Yeah.
Okay, so is everybody good with all of it?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I thought about adding more to the question, but I mean, it's simple, and I don't want to mess it up.
Well, and if you want to, like when you're adding that HOA recording link, if there's something you want to add, go ahead. I'll just grab it in, like half an hour after everybody's had a chance to put in whatever they want, and then copy and paste it.
Go ahead and add it right now. I'm just thinking of something.
Okay.
I just added he has several individuals that are willing to back his business.
Okay, so they'll be the
So
shareholders.
Yeah, because they have to be individual people. It can't be like another corporation
That's true.
or a whole firm or something backing him. So I don't know if it just at least adds another sentence to the question.
Okay.
Well, I think that's good. I'll go ahead and post this recording then.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks,
Sweet.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have
no
a good
problem.
week.
Guys, have a good week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.